taking an inside look into the recent scandal between telecommunications competitors Rogers and Wind Mobile.
Verna, do you have any comments on the recent
handle this, please? I'm not.
Can you tell us about Wind? Why did you put out the commercial?
Of last week's media scandal involving your company, Wind, and Rogers, can you tell us a bit about what happened?
Yeah, of course. Well, I have to say I'm truly disappointed in Rogers for creating a commercial with the sole purpose of bringing negative attention to Wind's brand. We've seen competitors compare each other in the past in commercials like Microsoft and Apple, but this time Rogers has crossed the line, which says a lot more about them than it does us.
So what do you think was Rogers' motivation?
I'm not sure what motivates a tyrant, but their ruthless competition proves that Wind is a force to be reckoned with. If they didn't view us as a threat, would they have released the commercial?
Well, it's honestly kind of sad, but it's out there. I just don't think that it fairly represents Wind, but we all know the saying, go pick on someone your own size.
Can you tell us a bit about your experience working for Wind?
Yeah, of course. I've been working here for approximately 6 months now. I actually transferred over from Rogers, and back at Rogers, the higher ups, they were constantly coming in and out, and they were constantly changing and going. It just didn't seem like there was that much of a positive company culture. But the moment I transferred over to Wind, like I said, I've been working here for 6 months now. I've already been upgraded to a manager position, and I can really see that Wind tries and makes an effort to make sure that all of its employees are comfortable. And I think that we have a great company culture here, and I really enjoy it here. And there's so many growth opportunities within this company. I really don't think I'll be going anywhere.
The after effects.
Well, instead of folding our cards like they might have hoped, we now have the entire world watching for our next moves. So we plan on using this opportunity to capitalize on being underdogs. We might be underdogs, but we're here to stay, and we're not easily scared off.
So thank you for agreeing to meet with us. I'm sure you haven't had much privacy since the scandal. We'd like to offer you a safe place to speak out about the issue, so would you like to make a statement once and for all?
Yes, thank you for having me. I guess all there is to say is that the commercial wasn't intended in a negative way, and it's clear now that it's been released that not everyone saw our artistic vision that we had for it, but it's said and done, and it's out there, and we didn't get the reaction that we had intended for.
Many people are finding it hard to believe that a massive company like Rogers would not have...
Okay, first of all, Wind Mobile, if they can't handle competition, they shouldn't be in this business. You know, the telecommunication market is dominated by Rogers, Bell, TELUS, and we've competed with each other time and time again. So if they can't handle something like this, then I don't know if they're in the right spot.
Okay, now that it's done, do you regret...
Okay, I'm not doing this. Other things to do with my time. This is ridiculous.
Wind Mobile has hired a market analyst team to help implement strategies moving forward.
Well, that's a really good point, because the expansion is very important.
So what exactly sets Wind apart from their competition?
Wind is very unique. They offer low prices with no strings attached, and that's really attractive to consumers to have a cheap mobile plan with no contract. Their competitors often lock you in and make it really difficult to leave, and so Wind already does have a competitive advantage. That's evident in their low pricing for mobile plans. I really want to work with them to help develop brand recognition. You know, they're a great brand, and despite the recent media scandal, they're ready to fight.
That really sounds like an idea with a lot of potential. Are there any other solutions that you're thinking of?
Thank you. We have a really great team working on these solutions, and we've also brainstormed a way for Wind to gain a larger market in this red ocean. We think that if they were able to find a niche in the market, they could gain a lot more buzz. Looking at trends these days in the business environment, we can see that startups and entrepreneurs are really the leaders of the future. So that would be a perfect niche for Wind to exploit. They could also find high profits if they targeted their services to startup businesses and, small size emerging firms.
So what effects would this have on Wind?
Well, these small companies would find the low prices and lack of contracts extremely attractive due to their limited resources and seed money, so the money they have to start up their companies. This would also provide an opportunity to build customer loyalty for Wind.
How so?
Well, if Wind acts fast and becomes the go-to for these startup businesses, they'd have a major opportunity to grow with these businesses. If they begin a relationship with startup firms from their early stages, they'll be able to stay with the firms as they grow and become more profitable. This would provide Wind with loyal clients and a sustainable source of revenue that would grow year after year.
Thank you for watching this episode of Maddie's View.